In today's video tutorial, I will show you how to crochet summer stylish tunic made in Bruges lace technique. The size is 42 to 46 and we divide our work on some parts. Firstly, I show you how to crochet the Bruges lace. Then I make round elements, square motifs, then join them together. Then I am going to work with shoulders. After that I am making rows of the mesh. As you can see, our mesh consists of two parts, the upper part and the bottom part. Then I show you how to join the upper part and the bottom part of the tunic. To complete the work, make a trim for the neckline. For work you need a ball of yarn, crochet hook, scissors and measuring tape. Let's begin the work. I am using double yarn. Now I am making the Bruges lace. Make a chain of 9. 4 of them are for the double crochet stitches and other 5 for the chain space. Then chain of 5. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, and work with the 6th chain stitch away from the hook. Make 4 double crochet in a row. I have done 4 double crochet, then chain of 5, turn the work, make 4 double crochet in a row. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Make a chain of 5 for the chain space. I turn the work, make 4 double crochet in a row. Chain of 5 for the chain space. Four double crochet in a row. Let's stop and look what we have. Now I tell you what we will need to do. This is the beginning of the work and there are 2 chain spaces in the inside part and it will be a front side of the Bruges lace. You should continue in this way till you will get 4 chain spaces in the inside part of the Bruges lace, and they will be 5 chain space in this side. Here how the lace looks like. In this case I have done 5 chain spaces. I remind you this is the front side. And now I show you how to make the turn. Make chain of 2. Insert the hook into the chain space. Pull up a loop. Insert the hook into the next chain space. Pull up a loop. And insert the hook into the next chain space. Pull up a loop. We have 4 loops on the hook. Then yarn over, pull through all loops on the hook. Chain of 2, turn the work, make 4 double crochet. This is the turn. Make a chain of 5 for the chain space. I turn the work, make 4 double crochet in a row. It will be the front side. Now I show you how to join to the opposite side in the inside part. Let's join. For this, chain of 2. Insert the hook into the chain space, make single crochet. Then chain of 2. Make 4 double crochet in a row. I have done the turn and the 1 point in the joining. Continue working on the Bruges lace. Chain of 5 for the chain space. Turn the work. Make 4 double crochet in a row. Chain of 5 for the chain space. Four double crochet in a row. Chain of 5 for the chain space. Turn the work. And 4 double crochet in a row. Well done. Then I continue working with rows. They are a chain space in the inside part. Then you should continue working till you will get 5 such chain spaces. As you can see, I have done 4 chain spaces after the last joining point. 1 2 3 4 5. Now I show you how to make the turn in the opposite side. I'm using first 3 chain spaces, then I show you how to join to the next 3 chain spaces. I did 2 chains, insert the hook into the chain space, pull up a loop, insert the hook into the chain space, pull up a loop, insert the hook into the chain space, pull up a loop. Then yarn over, pull through all loops on the hook. Then chain of 2, I turn the work, 4 double crochet in a row. Then chain of 5 for the chain space. I turn the work, make 4 double crochet. Let's make joining points. Make a chain of 2, insert the hook into the chain space, make single crochet, then chain of 2, turn the work, and 4 double crochet in a row. Chain of 5 for the chain space, turn the work, and 4 double crochet in a row. Well done. Chain of 2. Let's make one more joining point, make single crochet into the chain space, then chain of 2, turn the work, and 4 double crochet. Double crochet. Then chain of 5 for the chain space, make 4 double crochet in a row. Chain of 2. Let's make one more joining point, make single crochet, then chain of 2, turn the work, 4 double crochet in a row. Let's stop and look at our Bruges lace. I have done the joining 3 times. Then we continue the work. Make a chain of 5, turn the work, make 4 double crochet in a row. chain of 5 for the chain space, 2 rounds of work, and 4 double crochet, make a chain of 5 for the chain space, 2 rounds of work, and 4 double crochet in a row. After the last joining point, I did 1 chain space on each side. Then you should continue working till you will get 3 chain spaces on each side. Here how the work looks like. I did the turn, then I did 3 joining points, and I made 3 chain spaces after the last joining point. Now I am making the turn in the opposite side using 3 chain spaces. Then I'm going to join to the next 3 chain spaces. Chain of 2, insert the hook into the next chain space, pull up a loop, insert the hook into the next chain space, pull up a loop, insert the hook into the next chain space, pull up a loop. We have 4 loops on the hook, then yarn over, pull through all loops on the hook. Make a chain of 2, 2 rounds of work, and 4 double crochet. Chain of 5 for the chain space, 2 rounds of work, make 4 double crochet. Chain of 2 and work with 3 joining points. Insert the hook into the next chain space, make single crochet, then chain of 2 and 4 double crochet in a row. Chain of 5 for the chain space, 2 rounds of work, and 4 double crochet. Chain of 2, make single crochet, chain of 2 and 4 double crochet. I have done the turn and 2 joining points. Then you should work with the 3rd joining point by yourself, and we will stop and look at our work. Let's repeat again. I did a turn, and after that I made 3 joining points. As you remember, let's stop at this point and look at our Bruges lace. As you remember, we began from this point This is the first turn, This is the second turn. You can count from the joining. It means I have done the pattern twice, first one and the second one. I think you understand how to make the Bruges lace in this case. The length of the Bruges lace you determine by yourself. As you can see, I have done the Bruges lace as many times as I needed. I have done 11 repeats. And now I show you how to join this Bruges lace in round. For this, I put my Bruges lace in this way. And in this case, I need to do one more repeat. After the last turn, I did 3 joining point and 3 chain spaces. Now I'm making the turn and work with Bruges lace. And while making the last Bruges lace, I show you how to join 2 parts together. I'm using these 2 chain spaces. While making this work, I stop at any stage and show you what we will do next. After the last joining point, I did 3 chain spaces, chain of 2, and make a turn, pull up a loop, pull up a loop, pull up a loop, then yarn over, pull through all loops on the hook. Then chain of 2, make 4 double crochet in a row. Chain of 2, pull up the working loop. I take the beginning of the Bruges lace, now I'm working with these 2 chain spaces. Now I'm working with first chain space. I did 2 chains. I left 3 chain spaces, make single crochet, chain of 2. We continue working on the Bruges lace, 4 double crochet in a row. Chain of 2, insert the hook into the next chain space, make single crochet, chain of 2, turn as a work, and 4 double crochet in a row. Then chain of 2, work with the next joining point, insert the hook into this chain space, make single crochet, chain of 2, turn as a work, and 4 double crochet. chain of 2, work with single crochet, chain of 2, turn the work, make 4 double crochet, make chain of 5 for the chain space, four double crochet in a row, make single crochet, chain of 2, make 4 double crochet in a row, chain of 5 for the chain space, turn the work, 4 double crochet in a row, we have done 3 joining points. We need to do a lace. I'm going to work with next 3 chain spaces. Let's look. I have done the turn. While making the lace, I join it to the both sides. After that, I did 3 chain spaces. Now I'm making the last turn. I'm working with next 3 chain spaces, and I will join to this chain space. I will leave 3 chain spaces and work with the 4th one. Then I'm joining to the inside part of the second lace, and it will be the last joining point. Let's make the turn, chain of 2, insert the hook into the next chain space, pull up a loop, insert the hook into the next chain space, pull up a loop, pull up a loop, and pull through all loops on the hook, chain of 2, and 4 double crochet in a row, chain of 2, let's stop, I leave 1, 2, 3 and work with this chain space, make single crochet, chain of 2, make 4 double crochet, let's stop and look what we have. We'll continue working. Chain of 2, insert the hook into this chain space, make single crochet, then chain of 2, 2 rows of work and 4 double crochet. Chain of 2. Let's stop and look at our work. I have done joining on this side. Now we need to do one more joining point here. Insert the hook into this chain space, make single crochet. Chain of 2, 2 rows of work, make 4 double crochet in a row. Pull up the working loop. Let's stop and look at our Bruges lace. The work is done. In this case, I'm going to work with sewing, needle and yarn. Here I did 3 joining point, and here I did 3 joining point as well. I have done the sewing and the Bruges lace is ready. Let's stop and look what we have done. This is the round that consists of Bruges laces. In this case I used 11 repeats. Then I'm going to work with the same Bruges lace. In the next lace step I'm working with 12 repeats. We'll continue the work. Now I show you how to make the round motifs. Let's begin the work. Make a chain of 5. And join the chain in the round by working a slip stitch into the first chain stitch. Chain 3 to bring up the yarn. Chain more by pattern. Make double crochet into the ring. Chain and double crochet into the ring. Chain and double crochet into the ring. Chain and double crochet into the ring. I have done 4 double crochet. Then you should continue working till you will get 11 double crochet. I have done a row of double crochet. After the last double crochet I did a chain and work with the slip stitch into the third chain stitch on the beginning of this round. Let's make the last round of the round motif. Chain 3 to bring up the yarn, then chain of 5 by pattern. Make double crochet into the stitch of the previous round. And while making this last round, I show you how to join to the Bruges lace. Now I show you how to do this. Now I'm working with bottom part of the Bruges lace. This is the turn, and I'm going to work with the first joining point into this chain space. In this case, I'm using treble crochet stitch. Let's look at the next chain space. I'm making single crochet into this chain space. It will be the third joining point. Then I'm making single crochet into this chain space and make treble crochet into this chain space to complete the work. I begin from this chain space. I turn the work to the back side. Continue working with the last round. Chain of 2. Yarn over the hook twice. Insert the hook into the chain space. Continue the work. Chain of 2. Make single crochet into the stitch. Make double crochet into the stitch of the previous row. Chain of 2. I take their backs together. Insert the hook into this chain space. Make single crochet. Well done. Chain of 2. Make double crochet into the stitch. Let's stop and look at work. Then I'm going to work with the next joining points. Chain of 2. Yarn over the hook twice. I turn the work like this. Insert the hook into the stitch and make treble crochet. Chain of 2. Make double crochet into the stitch. Pull up the working loop. I have done 3 joining points. Now continue working with this chain space. Chain of 2. Insert the hook into the chain space, make single crochet, chain of 2, make double crochet into the stitch of the previous row, chain of 2, work with the next chain space, make treble crochet, chain of 2, and double crochet into the stitch. The work is done. The joining is ready. The joining has 5 joining points. Then you should continue working with the last round of the round motif. make a chain of 5, make single crochet, make a chain of 5, and double crochet into the stitch. Pull up the working loop. Keep working in this way till the end of this round. Let's complete this round together. 1, 2, 3. Insert the hook into the third stitch. Make a slip stitch. Here what we have. I have done the joining in 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to work with such motifs and join them to the bottom part. Then I'm show you how to join two such motifs together. Now I'm working with the second such motif, and I did the round motif without the last round, and show you how to join two motifs together. I began the last round of this motif. Firstly, I'm going to join in the same way as I showed you before. Begin from this point, continue with this chain space. This is the third joining point, the fourth one, and the fifth one. And after this, I will join two motifs together. You should join to the Bruges lace. You should join the current motif to the Bruges lace by yourself. Then I show you what we will do next. I have done 4 joining points. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It will be the fifth one. Take their backs together. I did 2 chains. Make treble crochet. Chain of 2. Continue chain of 2. We continue working on the last round of the current motif. Make double crochet into the next stitch. We have done joining in 5 points. Now I'm going to work with joining. For this, make chain of 2. Take their backs together. This is the next chain space. In the first motif, yarn over the hook and make double crochet. Chain of 2 and make double crochet into the next stitch. Continue. Now chain of 5. And double crochet into the next stitch. So continue working in this way till the end of this round. Let's stop and look what we have done. I have done the second motif, and while making the last round of this motif, I join it to the 2 motifs. Then you should continue working till the end of this round, and you should complete motif by yourself. I have done the current motif, and while making the last round, I join it to the Bruges lace and the first round motif. Then you should continue working in round and make such motif and join such motifs together. Next time I continue working on this summer beautiful tunic. Continue working with us in the second part of this video tutorial. Don't miss our new video tutorials and please visit our store. Thanks for watching.